There is a $1 herb sitting in every grocery store in America right now that research links to kidney protection, and the $543,000 alternative that 340 Americans are forced to start every single day. The United States dialysis industry is worth over $120 billion a year. Two companies control more than 70% of it. And the herb that a 2024 peer-reviewed medical journal documented as nephroprotective costs less than a cup of gas station coffee. But the research was never promoted. Because you cannot build a $120 billion industry on a $1 herb. Until today. Welcome to the Hidden Cost Health Hub. If you have not subscribed yet, hit subscribe and the bell. This is where we dig up the research that the medical industry documents, but nobody profits from promoting. Now back to the herb they never funded. Chronic kidney disease affects 35.5 million Americans right now. 90% do not know they have it. Your kidneys can lose 60 to 70% of their function before you feel a single symptom. By the time you notice something is wrong, it is often too late for reversal. The number one cause is diabetes. Number two is high blood pressure. And every 24 hours, 340 new Americans start dialysis. That is not a typo. 340 people, every single day, waking up to a machine that will keep them alive 3 times a week, 4 hours per session, for the rest of their lives. The number of Americans with end-stage renal disease reached 807,920 in 2020. That number increased by 107% from 2000 to 2019. And it keeps climbing. Now here is the part they do not tell you. In 2024, a comprehensive review was published in Frontiers in Medicine, one of the most respected peer-reviewed journals in the world. The title of the review was Renal Health Benefits and Therapeutic Effects of Parsley. The DOI is 10.3389/FMED.2024.1494740. You can look it up yourself on PubMed Central right now. The researchers consolidated decades of studies on a simple herb. Parsley. Petroselinum crispum. The same parsley you use as a garnish and throw away. What I just showed you is just the surface. I spent months collecting everything the medical research industry documents, but does not promote. All of it is in the Hidden Cost Health Hub. 15 daily habits science links to chronic disease, and exactly how much each one is quietly costing you, including the ones that research links to kidney damage. 37 foods research links to lower inflammation, the ones the drug industry never funded because you cannot patent parsley. 47 blood sugar studies your doctor knows, but cannot explain in a 15-minute visit. 20 years of heart research simplified, the file your cardiologist wishes every patient would read. The 42 foods neuroscientists actually eat. 31 sleep studies. And 101 research-backed foods in one almanac. Over 7 guides. 400 pages. 250 cited studies. In one place. First link in the description. Below this video. But stay here. The video is just getting started. Because what I am about to show you next is the part most people never see. The review documented that parsley has antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, diuretic, and nephroprotective properties. Those are not marketing words. Those are the exact terms in the peer-reviewed paper. The bioactive compounds include apigenin, myristicin, and apiin, flavonoids and essential oils that multiple studies have shown to act directly on kidney tissue. But here is what makes this story painful. The United States dialysis industry generates over $120 billion every single year. DaVita reported $11.6 billion in revenue in 2023 alone. DaVita and Fresenius together control more than 70% of the dialysis market. Medicare spent $29 billion on hemodialysis and $2.8 billion on peritoneal dialysis in 2020. That is $31.8 billion of taxpayer money on one treatment. A kidney transplant costs over $400,000, and the waiting list stretches years. Meanwhile, parsley costs $1. If you have made it this far, you already know more about this than 99% of Americans. Subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to know what the industry never promoted. And remember, everything research documents but nobody profits from is compiled in the complete, hidden cost health hub. First link in the description. Now stay with me, because the next part is where this gets serious. They do not hide Parsley. They just do not fund the studies that could prove it works at scale in humans. Because the answer to who profits from a $1 herb is nobody. The research exists. The 2024 review acknowledged it, but large-scale clinical trials require millions in funding. And no corporation will fund a trial on something you can buy at any grocery store for less than $2. Now let me show you what this herb actually does inside your body. Your kidneys are filters. They clean 180 liters of blood every single day. Over time, toxins, inflammation, and oxidative stress damage that filter. Think of your kidneys like a coffee filter. After years of use, the filter gets clogged with residue. Parsley is like running clean water through that filter every day. It helps keep the pores open. Dialysis is what happens when the filter is so clogged it stops working entirely. One costs $1, the other costs $543,000 over a lifetime. The 2024 Frontiers in Medicine review documented 3 specific mechanisms. First, antioxidant activity. Parsley enhances the enzymes SOD, CAT, and GST in renal tissue. These enzymes neutralize free radicals that damage kidney cells. Second, anti-inflammatory action. The compounds in parsley reduce chronic inflammation in kidney tissue, one of the primary drivers of kidney disease progression. Third, diuretic effect. A 2002 study by Kreydiyyeh and Usta, published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology, demonstrated that parsley increases urine output, helping kidneys flush waste more efficiently. Now I need to be honest with you. Most of the studies on parsley and kidney function are preclinical, meaning they were conducted on animal models. The 2024 review openly acknowledges mixed results in human trials, but the nephroprotective properties are documented across multiple studies. The compounds have been shown to cross into kidney tissue and provide localized protection. And the cost of not knowing this is $543,000 in lifetime dialysis. That is the price of ignorance. And ignorance is the most expensive disease in America. This is not medical advice. If you have kidney disease, consult your nephrologist before making changes. Never replace dialysis or prescribed treatment with herbal tea. This is educational content based on published peer-reviewed research. Now here is the protocol. This is simple. You do not need a prescription. You do not need a specialist appointment. You need a handful of fresh parsley and hot water. Take about 30 grams of fresh parsley leaves. That is roughly 1 small bunch. Place them in 500 milliliters of hot water. Let it steep for 5 to 10 minutes. Strain it and drink. 1 to 2 cups per day, morning and afternoon. Do not drink it before bed, because parsley has a documented diuretic effect, meaning it will increase urine output. You do not want that at 2 in the morning. If fresh parsley is not available, dried parsley works. But fresh is better because the concentration of active compounds is higher. The cost per cup is approximately 10 to 20 cents. The cost per month is $1 to $3. Compare that to $99,325 per year for Medicare dialysis, or $120,000 per year on private insurance. Now combine this with adequate hydration. 8 glasses of water per day. Add lemon juice when you can, because citrate has been studied for helping prevent kidney stones. Reduce sodium intake. Manage blood sugar if you have diabetes. Control blood pressure. These are not optional extras. These are the foundations. Parsley tea is a support measure, not a replacement for medical treatment. Here is what happens in the first weeks based on the documented mechanisms. The antioxidant compounds begin neutralizing free radicals in kidney tissue. The anti-inflammatory properties start reducing chronic inflammation that accelerates kidney damage. The gentle diuretic effect helps your kidneys flush waste more efficiently. You may notice clearer urine. You may notice less puffiness in your ankles and feet. You may notice more energy because your kidneys are working less hard to do their job. A 2024 study by Essa and colleagues showed that parsley seed, supplemented bread, improved renal biomarkers in obese women. Another study documented that parsley-treated kidneys were mostly free of calculi, meaning kidney stones. The evidence is published, peer-reviewed, and costs less than your morning coffee. Now let me show you the price comparison one more time, because this number needs to burn into your memory. Annual dialysis cost per Medicare patient, $99,325. Annual dialysis cost per private insurance patient, approximately $120,000. Lifetime dialysis cost per patient, $543,000 on average. Total United States Medicare spending on dialysis, $31.8 billion. Total CKD-related healthcare spending, over $120 billion per year. 30% of all American healthcare spending is connected to CKD risk factors. That is $3,000 per American per year, whether you have kidney disease or not. And $1 of parsley per month. Now here are the details most people miss. Timing matters. Drink parsley tea on an empty stomach in the morning for maximum absorption. The second cup in the early afternoon. Never at night. Consistency matters more than quantity. 1 cup every day is better than 5 cups once a week. Fresh parsley loses potency after about 5 days in the refrigerator. Buy it weekly. Do not boil parsley. Steep it. Boiling destroys some of the heat-sensitive compounds. Use filtered water when possible. Here are the common mistakes that erase the benefit. Drinking parsley tea with heavy meals reduces absorption. Using parsley that has turned yellow means it has lost most active compounds. Adding sugar or sweetener spikes blood sugar and counteracts metabolic benefits. Not drinking enough water alongside the tea limits the diuretic benefit. Now here is where I have to be completely transparent with you. This is critical. If you have existing severe kidney disease, especially stage 4 or 5 CKD, parsley contains potassium. In advanced kidney disease, your kidneys cannot excrete potassium properly. Excess potassium can cause dangerous heart rhythms. You must consult your nephrologist before adding parsley tea to your routine. This is not optional. This is a medical necessity. If you are pregnant, parsley in medicinal doses may stimulate uterine contractions. Avoid concentrated parsley tea during pregnancy. If you take blood thinners like warfarin or Coumadin, parsley is high in vitamin K, which directly interferes with these medications. Consult your doctor. If you take lithium, parsley may interact. Talk to your prescribing physician first. This is about prevention and support, not replacement. Never replace dialysis. Never stop prescribed medication. Never alter your treatment without your doctor knowing about it. Now let me tell you who needs to hear this most. If you have diabetes, you are at risk for CKD. If you have high blood pressure, you are at risk. If you are over 60, your kidney function is naturally declining every year. If you take ibuprofen or naproxen regularly, those painkillers are documented to cause kidney damage over time. If you are chronically dehydrated, your kidneys are under stress. If you have a family history of kidney disease, your risk is elevated. The scary part is, you can lose 60 to 70% of kidney function with 0 symptoms. 0. Nothing. You feel completely fine while your kidneys are quietly failing. Here are the warning signs your kidneys may already be struggling. Foamy urine, which indicates protein leaking through damaged filters. Blood in your urine. Swollen ankles or feet from fluid retention. Frequent urination at night. Persistent fatigue that sleep does not fix. Loss of appetite. Muscle cramps. Dark urine. If you have any of these, see a doctor immediately. A simple blood test called EGFR and a urine test can detect kidney disease early. Early detection is everything. Now imagine 4 weeks from today. You have been drinking 1 cup of parsley tea every morning. Your hydration is up. Your sodium is down. Your body is getting daily support from compounds that research links to kidney protection. You did not pay $543,000. You paid $3 for a month of parsley. And you took control of something the industry told you was beyond your control. This knowledge did not die. It was waiting. waiting for someone to open the vault. And today, that someone was you. If this video made a difference, subscribe and share. Every share preserves what the industry never bothered to promote. And if you want the complete system, the 400 pages, the 250 studies, the full protocols, the Hidden Cost Health Hub is the first link below. Less than the price of a single doctor copay. Your health is your wealth. Stop paying for what research already documented. Now the next video opens the biggest vault yet. I am going to expose a $2 powder that research links to rebuilding gut bacteria. The discovery that the $51 billion probiotic industry does not want you to hear about. Subscribe so you do not miss it. One final reminder. Consult your doctor before making changes to your health routine. This video is educational and is not medical advice. The research cited is real, published, and verifiable. But your situation requires professional guidance. Take care of your kidneys. They are the only ones you have got.